6.1. The time. 1,
It's 9 o'clock.
2,
It's 9:30.
3,
It's 9:45.
4,
It's 10 o'clock.
5,
It's 10:15.
6,
It's 2 o'clock.
7,
It's 2:30.
8,
It's 2:45.
9,
It's 3 o'clock.
10.
It's 3:15.
6.2. What time is it?
What time is it, please?
It's 9 o'clock.
Thank you very much.
6.3. Felipe's day.
I always get up at 6:45 on workdays. I have breakfast at 7 o'clock and I go to work at 7:30. I have lunch in the staff canteen with my friend Jane. That's at 12:15. We have an early lunch break. I leave work at 4:45 in the afternoon and I walk home with Jane. I get home at 5 o'clock, have tea, watch TV and check my emails. I go to bed at 10:45 on workdays, but later at the weekend.
6.4.
What time do you get up?
What time do you have breakfast?
6.5. A day in the life of Anna. 1,
She gets up at 6 o'clock and she has a shower.
2,
She has breakfast at 6:30.
3,
She leaves home at 7 o'clock and she cycles to work.
4,
She has lunch, a wrap and salad, at 12:30.
5,
She always works late. She leaves the hospital at 7:45.
6,
She sometimes buys a Chinese takeaway and eats it at home with her brother Toby. She has her dinner at 8:15.
7,
She never goes out in the week. She works for her exams until 10:30.
8,
She always goes to bed at 10:45 and watches TV or reads a book.
6.6. Everyday verbs. Gets up. Has. Leaves. Cycles. Works. Buys. Eats. Goes. Watches. Reads. 6.7.
She always works late. She sometimes buys a Chinese takeaway. She never goes out in the week. She always goes to bed at 10:45.
6.8. Pronunciation.
S. Gets up. Works. Eats. Z. Reads. Cycles. Goes. Leaves. Buys. Does. Is. Watches.
6.9 Questions and Negatives. 1,
What time does she get up?
She gets up at 6.
2,
When does she go to bed?
She goes to bed at 10:45.
3,
Does she go to work by car?
No, she doesn't.
4,
Does she go to work by bike?
Yes, she does.
5,
Does she have lunch at home?
No, she doesn't.
6,
Does she work for her exams in the evening?
Yes, she does.
6.10 1,
When does she leave home?
She leaves home at 7.
2,
Does she go to work by bus?
No, she goes to work by bike.
3,
Where does she have lunch?
She has lunch at work.
4,
Does she usually work late?
Yes, she does, every day.
5,
Does she eat in a restaurant?
No, she doesn't. She eats at home.
6,
What does she do in the evening?
She works for her exams. She never goes out.
This is Sarah Borowski. She's a photographer in New York. She loves her work and her day is always busy. This is a day in her life. Sarah gets up at 8 o'clock in the morning. She brushes her teeth and has breakfast. She always makes coffee. At 8:30, Sarah gets her camera, leaves home, and goes to work. New York City is always busy in the morning. Sarah never drives. She usually travels by train. Sometimes she takes photographs on the journey. Sarah works in West Brooklyn. She works for a magazine. Sometimes she works in the office, but she often works outside. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Sarah has lunch. She often meets a friend and goes to her favorite cafe. Sarah usually finishes work at 6, and she gets home at 6:30. Sarah has a really nice apartment in East Brooklyn, but it's a little bit small. She sometimes has dinner at a restaurant, but she usually eats at home. She eats dinner at 7:30. In the evening, she looks at her photographs on her computer and surfs the internet. She sometimes watches TV. Sarah never goes to bed early. She sometimes stays up until 2 in the morning.
6.11. Toby McMahon. The London dog walker fills his day with lots of walks, fresh air and fun.
Toby McMahon is 31, and he's a dog walker and a student of music. He shares a small flat in the centre of London with his sister Anna. He usually gets up at 10:30 in the morning. He has a big breakfast, tea, sausages, eggs and lots of toast. Then he goes to work. He walks lots of dogs in the parks in London. He loves his job. It's fun. Toby is a part-time student at the London College of Music. He starts classes at 2:15 in the afternoon. He gets home at 6 o'clock in the evening and has a big dinner. He sometimes shares a Chinese takeaway with Anna when she gets home. He's always hungry in the evening because he never eats lunch. He always plays his cello after dinner, but sometimes he meets his friends. He usually goes to bed very late, at 1 o'clock in the morning.
6.12. An evening at home.
Evening, Anna. You look tired.
I'm fine, thanks. Just busy as usual.
You're always busy. You work too hard.
I know, but I love my work, and I have exams soon.
I love my work too, but I sometimes relax and see my friends.
Relax? You play the cello every day.
Yes, but I have a drink with my friends at the weekend. You never stop.
That's not true. We sometimes share a Chinese takeaway. Oh, Toby, how's your friend Oliver?
He's fine, thanks. He always asks about you. I think he likes you.
Oliver is okay. I like him, and he's a friend of yours.
Well, come and meet us at the pub. I can buy you a drink.
Really? That is a good idea. What about next Saturday?
Yes, great. I often see Oliver on Saturday.
Good. Then it's a date.
6.13. Negatives. 1,
He's a doctor.
He isn't a doctor. He's a student of music.
2,
She gets up at 10:30.
She doesn't get up at 10:30. She gets up at 6 o'clock.
3,
He's 29.
He isn't 29. He's 31.
4,
She goes to work by car.
She doesn't go to work by car. She cycles.
5,
She meets friends in the evening.
She doesn't meet friends in the evening. She works for her exams.
6.14. Words that go together.
Get up early. Go to bed late. Have lunch. Watch TV. Listen to music. Work in a hospital.
Stay at home. Drink coffee. Eat in restaurants. Have a shower. Play the cello. Cook for friends.
6.15. Lifestyle questionnaire. 1,
Do you get up early?
2,
Do you have breakfast?
3,
Do you walk to work or school?
4,
Do you eat a lot of fruit?
5,
Do you eat a lot of chocolate?
6,
Do you play a sport?
7,
Do you play computer games?
8,
Do you drink fizzy drinks?
9,
Do you drink a lot of water?
10,
Do you eat fast food?
11.
Do you go to bed late?
6.16 Days of the week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.